I want to present about basic employee information, accountability, objective and standard based on our appraisal form. For basic employee information, this section of the form include basic employee information such as position, department and employee ID. In additional, form usually include the date of the review period, the number of month and year the rate has supervised and work with the employee, and employee starting date with the company, date of employee self-assessment and date of superior assessment. For accountabilities, objective and standards, this section of the form would include the name and description of each accountability objective agreed upon by manager and employee, and the extent to which the objective has been achieved. In many instances, the objectives are weighted in terms of importance, which facilitate the calculation of an overall performance score. Finally, this section can also include a subsection describing conditions under which performance was achieved, which may help explain why the employee achieved the high or low performance level described. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is NURZANIETA binti JAMALUDDIN. I will explain regarding appraisal under competencies and indicator. Competencies is a combination of attitudes, skill and knowledge that employees develop and apply for their daily routine in an organization. It also involves supervisor, peer, subordinates and self and customer. Competencies, on the other hand, are the person knowledge and behavior that lead them to be successful in a job. Example of competencies then include the improvement of business process, strategic planning, and database decision. Competencies effectively explain how an individual behavior bring about the desired result in their role. Indicator. A key performance indicator is a quantifiable measurement that shows how well an organization, teams, or individual is performing against a predetermined goal or objective. To evaluate an employee effectively, companies need to have a standard evaluation framework in place and review the capabilities of each individual employee. Here's a step-by-step guide to effectively evaluating employees. They are focusing on your customer basic, develop the business and deliver results, develop yourself, contribute to inspiration and clarity, contribute to togetherness, find better ways, and living in change. According to this statement, use the following rating scale of 1 to 4 in this section, 1 being below expectation and 4 being always exceed expectation.
Assalamualaikum. For the next slide, I will present for you. Okay, first thing is my name is Syukri bin Azalan 2017540993. Okay, I will present about the major achievement or contribution. This is the components of performance appraisal. First, we will look in the description. Okay, for the achievement is things you did that had a lasting impact for your company or client. It is a result that you personally bring about while fulfilling a particular role. Typically, they are things that you created, built, designed, sold, or initiated. Okay, for the simple words, the achievement is something the employee did, work, or job to achieve so that the job will successful by itself. And then the job will done completely with success. Okay. Next is contribution. Contribution is something that you contribute or do to help produce or achieve something together with other people. Okay, the simple words is contribution means that employees contribute an ideas or new knowledge that contained by employees itself so that the job will be done completely by the employees. That's its contribution. Okay, if we look at our performance appraisal itself, have a performance evaluation. Okay, what we put in our performance appraisal is what have been your key learning point and or greatest achievement. What have been your frustration challenge? What will you do differently? What support do you need from me as your manager to be more successful in your roles? In our appraisal, we focus to the employees itself on how to achieve, how them to contribute in their job or work so that uh, they can expose how the ideas of the job itself. Okay, next, stakeholder input. Stakeholder input is another component of performance appraisal. If we look at the description, stakeholder input is a person or group not owning shares in an enterprise but affected by all having an interest in its operation, such as the employees, customers, local community, and others. Which means, the simple words is stakeholder input. There is no boss, but maybe customers or a friend or local community. That's a stakeholder input. If we look at our example of our appraisal form, we put what competence development goals do you want to achieve, what action will you take to reach this goal, support need from managers, stakeholders, and by when. In our appraisal, we focus to the employees on not only the managers can scoring the employees, but the other people also can scoring for the employees which the person working with the employee itself.
Employee comments. Employee comments. This is a formal assessment of an employee's work performance. This comment can help foster open communication between managers and employees about performance and may help improve employees' work going forward and improve for the future.
Assalamualaikum, my name is QURRATU BINTI. Now I want to present developmental achievement and developmental needs, plans and goals based on the appraisal form that our group does. This section of the form include information about the extent to which the developmental goals set for the review period have been achieved. From the table, we can see for the performance summary in developmental achievement have a few components such as performance KPI, company KPI, department KPI, section KPI, personnel KPI, and competency. The result based on the mid-year score and year-end score is from the final score for each of the components. Next, developmental needs, plans, and goals. This section of the form is future-oriented and include information about specific goals and timetables in terms of employee development. There has 5 information for this part. First, training and development goals are acquired. Second, competency and skill to be acquired. Third, employee action step. 4, resources, need, and time frame. All of the information is important to sustain the employee position in the company by looking at short range, mid-range, and long range. It is important for employee development, such as enhancing their skill and upgrading their knowledge to perform better. Essential for extracting the best out of employee and improving employee engagement and motivation with good training.